Alright, there goes the mic. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. The Jinchuruki. Hello there. So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. I'm doing just fine. How are you? It's just kind of like, so as I posted previously, kind of been enjoying my work, and I like where I've kind of gotten to working on this stuff and just making sure it's very clear. It's a bit difficult sometimes, but honestly it's just trying to come up with a decent layout design and some good line weights here and there, and kind of works well enough. And that's what I've been trying to do. But yeah, I really like the way this is all coming together now. I'm about done with all the like character art and things of that nature, and yeah, really proud of my work. People call you Jin for short. That's probably smarter. Yeah, I'll probably do that as well. For short. If that's easier. I'm going great. It's cool to catch a string. Dope. Yeah. I've been kind of working on this for a little bit, and I don't know. It's just really fun. I love comics, and really happy about the sequence of everything that I've been working on here. It's almost done. On this page, I thought it was really close to being finished, so I started blocking out the sound effects and where I'd place them, and things of that nature. And I always have to check over everything, but I'm pretty happy with how things are coming along. Actually, let me see. What's the quality of this look like to you guys? Because I'm only using like one monitor right now, or one screen right now to really see anything. So I'm going to go ahead and check that and see what that looks like to you guys. Okay, it's 1080p. It's not bad, but it's also a bit blurry. I wonder why. Let me see. Okay, if I zoom in, it looks a lot better for you guys. Cool. Well, I hope you guys can see the extra level of random details that are there, but yeah, I tried to make it look good. Oh, what got me into comics? A long time ago in the 90s, I was probably just checking out comics like that were just around online. My bad, not online. They were around like my friend's house and stuff like that. Some of my friends would collect Spider-Man comics and things of that nature. And yeah, just comics in general. I was drawing since I was younger, but getting into comics was definitely something that was sparked by just seeing them constantly over my friend's house or at the store. And you know, when you see cool artwork and there's a story attached to it, sometimes you're like, yo, what is this thing about? And I used to always procrastinate. Once I learned I wanted to do comics, I would always say to my friend, like, yo, I want to work on this comic or whatever, but I need to train. That was always what I'd say, but I'd never actually draw it. But eventually I did, and it was a good decision, because then I actually learned about real problems that you have when you start drawing comics, instead of just drawing in general. Yeah. But yeah, do you do any art, Jin? Trying to fix small things. Yeah, it's into learn by doing. Word. Yeah. Small details here and there. But yeah, this is like the first comic that I've done fully digitally. This chapter in general, this is a chapter from my comic The Divinity on webtoons, and like this is like the first one I've ever tried to draw digitally, because I usually draw everything traditionally, and I just gave myself time. That was, I guess, the real secret, just trying to get in the headspace of practicing more, and then also giving myself time so that I could allow myself to make mistakes and learn from them. Oh, there we go. Indeed, I have a webtoon I'm working on myself. It's called The Strength of Our Bonds. Nice. I also have an Insta and Twitter under the same name as my YouTube that I post some art in. Nice. Time is very important. Yes, it is. Time is the most important thing. So like, my style for this comic has become kind of like, I would say like a cleaned up sketch type thing. It has like finished ink lines or whatever you want to call it, but it's more so like I figured out some sort of balance between doing a digital sketch and also just finishing things with like more consistent line work or line quality to everything. And I'm pretty happy with that so far, because when I was working traditionally, I was working with pencil, finishing things over time. It took me a while to get there, but that's where I ended up. And doing it this way, it kind of feels similar to the pencils or the pencil drawings that I would produce for the finish of the chapter. So that's pretty cool. And I'm not going to clean up these too much, because the more I clean up, the more I'll have to clean up for later also. But yeah, my whole entire like thought process goes like, as long as you can tell what's happening from afar, then I'm doing a decent job. There are details there for people who like details. And details that are necessary will be noticeable. But other than that, I want you to be able to tell what's happening from far away. That way, if it's ever printed in a book and it's smaller, the details of the things that are important will stick out to you more than anything else. Looks like a nice art style. I also use a lot of mechanical pencil tools myself. Word. Yeah, mechanical pencil is not bad at all. I enjoy it. Though it's hard to get a certain type of line with it, I still enjoy the consistency of it. Yeah. Let's see here. And that's another thing I started doing. I started merging everything, because I don't see a point in not merging it at this point, except for like stuff like this. This is just sound effects. And this stuff is on a different layer. And just merge it down here. Alright, cool. And the reason why I merge it is, well, if I'm already done with a certain major part, I like to just get that traditional feel to it. So in a way, I'm kind of okay with it being a little bit messy, though I'm again clearing up here and there. But yeah, it just helps with the feeling of it being, I would say, like more traditional feeling. Yeah, I'm getting a better handle on layers as well. Nice. comics are definitely a commitment. But if you enjoy them, you know, not too difficult. But then again, it is. I can't really downplay it. It's a struggle. But I'm happy a lot of people are enjoying making comics, it seems like. Or people want to anyway. And that's pretty dope. I've always liked comics, and I'm really in it for the storytelling, but I also love the techniques being used here and there, so it's always nice to see. Their commitment. Alright, sigh. Yeah, takes a lot of hard work, and I don't like to downplay the work of comics. I feel like they get downplayed too much, though there are definitely shortcuts to any type of job, and though you can definitely make a comic through just passion, there's still work involved, and sometimes people forget to really express that to people, and I don't want to be one of those people. So yeah, this stuff took me a long time. Though I did take a break recently, because I had to. The month of May is quite busy for me. Getting back to this, another thing I like to not do is rush. I make my own deadlines, try to get things out, and definitely have my own set of goals that I want to hit and everything like that, but I don't want to diminish the quality of my work ever. Though I don't also want to do too much. That's also a thing. I want to do just the right amount of things and get things done at a decent pace and get things out to people. That's wise. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so I like the way that page is looking, so turn that off. And I have also space, so I have this one. This is funny because I like this page, but also I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to change some things here and there. And I don't like this scribble on the right, so I don't even want to show it, but but I like these pages here. I like all my sequences because I work really hard on them. It's kind of like why I do comics in a way, making the sequences work. So like this, and for the most part I just have to go through and finish up my backgrounds where they are. For the most part my character art kind of exists, and I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job with my character art. These ones I kind of worked on a bit a while ago, so I don't actually think I have to update necessarily like this stuff here, because I can just use multiply and make that darker there, so I don't want to worry about that per se. But some of the things I can make a little bit darker here and there that make more sense to be darker. And I definitely want to change his hair up and like this. Yeah, like literally there's something going on there that I don't like. I want to change that. What layer is that particularly? Yeah, I want to change this. I like the line weights here. His line weights don't particularly look very strong, so I might want to change that up. Gotta zoom in this far to even see him. So I might want to change that up, but I think he's noticeable. You know who he is. His expression isn't easily readable from afar, so I might have to figure out that. And there's supposed to be a panel break here. So I have to make space for that. Hey, how's it going, Janae? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. So I'm cool with the way he looks here. Definitely want to update his design a little bit. Kind of tired of doing certain lines here. Thank you. Been trying. I'm tired of doing certain lines there, so I'm gonna stop doing that immediately and just go from there. It's not anything major though, so that's a good part. It's just like a hairline thing. When I sketch my character, I don't like do those little aspects of his hair, and then I realize if I just keep things a little bit closer to how I sketch, then it'll be easier for me to just retain that look when I have to just finish it, because there's nothing really new to add there from that. And yeah, that's what helped me make that decision. I really hope you guys can't hear the music that I hear outside of my window. I really hope you can't. Cause yeah, let's just say it'd be too loud. Hope the noise cancellation is working. Oh, dope. Good. Good. Makes me happy. Yeah, you guys working on anything at the moment? Her paw like that is so strange. Nope. Word. Let me see something here. Also, let me see if my own to the right. Yep. Right. I'm gonna draw a little. Nice. How's your webcomic going, Janae? Still enjoying working on it? Nice. Clip Studio Paint is a very great program. Working on a submission to the webtoon contest call to action. I'm going to do my best. Dope. Do you have a webcomic as well? I think you're talking to Janae. A little bit of overlap there. Let me see, what does that look like? Not bad. But let's see if I can, whoa, what was that? Let's see if I can clear up something here. Where is this? Okay, why is that acting weird? Oh, because the background is on a different layer. Got it. I do. I'm on episode 9 right now. Dope. Still fun working on it. Still nice. Delete one of those. But yeah, it's a lot of work, but I still have fun. Gives me something to do. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. What's it called? Mine is called The Secret of Shadow Glass. Nice. That's a dope title. Alright, go ahead and spoil your whole story. Tell me exactly what the secret is. The trick is, shadow glass isn't actually glass. Let's go. Oh, alright. It's called The Strength of Our Bonds. Word, yep. It's on One Piece Life. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, Shadow Glass. Nah, the secret is, there is no secret. I guessed it on first try. I think, something like that. Let me see here. I'm really zoomed in. I'm sorry, you're probably seeing pixels. Alright, let's see. Alright, we can kind of see it from afar. Alright, cool. Give him a little bit of love when I'm trying to put down a line and then the Apple Pencil chooses to not do so. But it be like that sometimes. I think it's not Apple. I think it's Procreate or something. You know, that's cool. I'll shoot you a follow. Nice. It's about magic powers and secrets and stuff. I draw a lot of inspiration from books I've read and Zelda. Nice. It's also a lot like Jujutsu Kaisen given its sometimes darker tone. Wow, thanks a lot. Nice. Kind of want to fill this in now. Yeah, Jujutsu is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's like the right amount of simplicity, I would say. Has just the right amount of simplicity for what it's trying to do. At least for where they made it to in the anime. I finished. Not gonna spoil you or anything, but yeah, right amount of simplicity. And enjoyability. very good anime so far, especially Gojo. Word. Oh, you like Gojo. Word. I'm a gal with specific tastes, and Gojo meets all of them. I get that. I get that Gojo is a character that people can like. I get that. It's quite cool. Or he's presented quite cool. Alright. See, I'm kind of like bouncing around here and there, just trying to see if there's anything I want to change. That's what I'm kind of doing. Because, like I said, for the most part, I'm really liking how my character art looks. If anything stands out to me, I'm going to change it though. Like, why did I choose to detail these hands when no one's going to see that? It's little things like that. Just like, why? Why did I do that again? Big eraser time. Let's see here. Actually, let me see. How different was that? And can I just change it a little bit? Well, that's the big guy who asks what type of girls he like. Oh yeah, he's definitely probably one of the best characters in there, I'd say. But all of them, I would say, show a decent amount of personality, and I think that's what makes them really just likable. No matter which character it is, they all have some sort of easily you can easily find and understand, or like find a lot of their personality in the show. Why did I do it? No, I don't like that. Is that better? It's a little better. better. You hate webtoon search engine? When you look for stuff, nothing that you want ever comes up. Yeah, I've heard that from some friends. Like, they'll literally search themselves up or search up their name or their comic and they won't even... Yeah, like, there'll be nothing else even close or similar to their title and other things will pop up. Just because it's popular, I assume. It's kind of weird. Yeah, no, I've been thinking that webtoon comics and artists as a whole are better. If they support each other. The idea of working together, it's the wheel and spokes model YouTube has been using for years. Okay, here we go. It's like, where did it go again? I guess it's this. Oh, it's on that layer too. How the pals got popular? Which pals? Not in the know. Poles? Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Would be nowhere close to where I am now without the support of friends and amount of people who like and retweet my posts. Yep. Logan and Jake. Oh. Ah. Word. Wrong way. Yeah, same I'd say. I have a small following, but a great following because I don't think, I don't pull in any crazy people yet. I guess yet I don't have any crazy people yet. But yeah, whatever support I have, that helps me, tremendously. So. I like the way this is looking. It's not bad. I don't like that. Alright, so I could redraw it completely. Actually, have that go like this. And then do this. I indeed think we can use our following to help boost each other if you're interested. Word, I believe that. Same, it's all about networking though. Alright. That's a lot better. Should probably put some teeth in here. Comes naturally though. Gotta meet people who genuinely want to support and make friends. Yeah. This stuff here. Ugh. I do not like that hand there, though I don't think most of you would have even saw it unless I zoomed in like this. But I'm gonna fix that hand. I'm gonna fix it. I don't know if I'll fix it right now, though. I'm a little discouraged on hands right now. So what I do is, I sketch out a hand, and then I'll be like, cool, I like the pose or whatever of the sketch. And then I'll go and do everything else and come back to that, because my strong suit are not hands, but I do practice and I'm getting better. But I notice I just don't want like stiff hands, so I always want them to be doing something a little different and be very alive. So that's why I'm like, I don't feel like doing that right now, because what I usually do is when I can't figure it out on my own, I just go get a 3D model or a 3D posing program, and I literally just pose the hands. That way I can literally see decent proportions, and I don't have to like wonder if something's off or not. The funny part is, even if you do that, sometimes you'll get a pose that just doesn't fit with the drawing you've done. So you just have to do it again. Pose it again. But depends on how good you are with the program. It's pretty tolerable if you're good with it though. I understand, but do you need to make an effort to have things go in the way you want them to? I don't think anyone tries our hands. So there's this guy who created this series called like Naruto. I don't know if you've heard of it, but like I don't know, man. Pretty strong flex to like make a lot of your power base, you know, based around using, you know, hand signs, and then proceed to consistently draw hands in multiple poses doing these signs that your power base is. It's a flex. That dude was great at hands. That dude that dude was so good at hands, he put a power system around it. Like, that dude was real good. But yeah, some people have different strong points. How's it going, Kai? I tend to have a lot of Jack Kirby hands. Yo, Jack Kirby hands are great because they have like a legacy behind them. Like, you can do what you want to do with them, and a Jack Kirby fan or someone who's used to what the Kirby hands usually do, they're like, oh snap, I know what this is, you know? I feel like the Kirby hands are great for a dramatization. Just dramatize. Like, oh no! And you just put the Kirby hands there. They could just be pointing or going straight up or whatever it is, and they work. They work well. And then, as the Kainonaut would probably say, the guy who works on Hero Academia, this guy is really has a thing for drawing some interesting mouths that stand out even in the industry of shonen. So, yeah, I get it. I see it. Definitely different. That's a lot better. Now I need to change highlights. No, this is already up there. Let's see. There we go. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would think that that guy's abilities are like shoes, though. Like, yo, this guy draws shoes so well. It's probably shoes. It's like, no, it's not shoes. It's not shoes. Yeah. The guy who draws Vagabond, he has this really crazy ability to make you cry. Yeah. Don't read real. You know, don't go there. Don't read that manga. It's great. You might cry. Don't do that. Whose panel layout? Oh, mini manga have that effect on you. Sorry to hear that. Oh, mine? Oh, word. Do you like it? Is it working? I hope it's working. hope that it's reading well. I hope you can understand what's going on. Oh, thank you. That is my thing. My thing is, I don't know, when I come up with something, I usually focus really heavily on making sure my panel layouts are very readable. And, I don't know, I spent a lot of time just trying to make things simple. Like, I simplify everything. Like, not like visually, but I'm simplifying it to, like, learn. I feel like there's a lot of extra stuff to certain things that you could just break down in a couple of different steps. And I try to do that for myself, so that when I do create an image or whatever it is, I can get straight to the point, and that things will be easily readable. It could get messy if you don't keep a handle on it, but you're keeping a good handle on it so far. Thank you. Yeah. So if he did that, now he's not doing that anymore, then okay. Trying to make the pose now with my own hands. This is where that would be. Okay, so it is the way I thought it would be there. Okay. Alright, cool. That looks a lot better. No one's probably going to zoom in that far in the first place. Hands are there, fingers are there. Cool. Alright. I don't like this anymore. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I'll leave it like that. I'm going to surpass Disney someday, surely. Not just with comics, but they're a good start. I don't have the time or energy to worry about failure. Oh, dope. You gotta figure out in which way you want to surpass Disney though, before You know, I'm sure you've probably thought about that, but if you haven't, make sure you know exactly what about Disney you're trying to do better in, because at the end of the day, Disney may have done animation for a while, but eventually he just hired people and put his name on things because he was running a business, not necessarily being a legendary animator himself or something like that. So maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Maybe you didn't know that. And maybe you were going to surpass him if I never told you that. Because you thought Disney was one person and they produced all these things themselves. I don't know what that was just now, but I don't like it. Indeed, we can't do a whole lot by ourselves. I already have a few people helping me out, but I'm going to need a crew of kind and strong people if I'm going to reach my dream. Word. I totally understand that. It is rough. But yeah, if you have a decent support and everything like that, it's a lot easier. Alright, I like that. A bit cleaner there. Let's see, what layer is this? These okay, they're on this layer. It's just the background layer. And what does this say to me? Okay, so I can erase out there, because we know it's not going to be there at least. It's the strength of our bonds, you could say. Yeah, I feel that. Like, it takes a lot. But honestly, what it really takes is a decent support structure. But unfortunately, you may have to build one yourself. It's not too bad of a thing. It is a bit tedious and does require a certain amount there, but it may be something that you will have to create for yourself. And not just for you, but for other people as well. Let's see here. Alright, it looks a little bit cleaner. Let's see what the next set of pages are looking like. Right. I don't per se completely love the end of this, but I like this snippet here, because that's where I'll probably crop that. Or something like that. Yeah. Probably crop it there. Hands look rough. But I don't hate that either. It looks fine. I like this face. I think I'm gonna darken the inside of the mouth here. I'm also gonna do the gums so they don't stand out too much. Okay, why is it doing that? Ah, so then I didn't open it. Am I on the right level? Yes. Oh, thank you. I have no idea why I made it that way. Well, I know, you know, I know the story context, but yeah, I like it too. I was just like trying to really do that. I think I had to make the face myself and just feel it. I don't have like a mirror in the studio or in my room right now, so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna have to just try it and see what muscles I feel like tensing up on my face. For the most part, it worked out. Like this side here is a little off. Okay, I see it. I can fix that. like that a bit better. Let's see here, head would be about something like this. Okay, so I should make that a little bit higher. Let's see here. Just a little bit. About there. It's a bit better. Yeah. It's very expressive. I like it. Thank you. It requires your own strength that others can believe in. If others can't believe you as a leader, you won't get that support. Not even as a leader, right? Just as someone worth supporting. Right? Like, you don't have to be a quote-unquote leader. I mean, you're your own leader at the end of the day, choosing to do what you would like to do. But it just takes like-mindedness, I would say. Or to be in a, yeah, like to, you end up supporting someone who essentially supports what you support. You know? And you immediately stop supporting someone when they start supporting things you don't support, right? So that's all it takes, you know. See someone putting in the effort, you know you like it when people put in effort to do a certain type of thing. You see them putting in the effort, you're like, you know what? I support that. I support that person putting in that effort. You see someone not putting in the right amount of effort, but they're asking for stuff. You don't want to support them because you're like, you're not even putting in the effort it would require for me to even think about supporting you. Okay. Cool. Like that face a bit more now. Let's see what time it is. It's only 10. Always have to adjust things here and there. Sometimes I draw and I forget certain details as I'm drawing. And small stuff, like exactly how thick are his eyebrows supposed to be type thing, you know? And then I'm drawing, and then I come back to it and I'm like, wait a minute. Why didn't I make his eyebrows thicker there? Yeah. Also, I just totally did that on the wrong layer, so time to do that again. Fun. It's better. Which also means this doesn't need to be as close. Like that face better. That's a lot better. You guys enjoy drawing backgrounds? Heck no, dang. Why? Backgrounds are cool. For me, I don't know. I am not that great at them. I know how to set up some of them well enough, I'd say. Not like perfect perspective and everything like that. But I set them up and I go over them and I try to improve them before I like feel like they're done. But I'm not really that great at it. I want to get better at it, but I do try and prioritize my character art. But at the same time, I feel like my character art is like at like a, if there was like a, I would say, all right, so how about this? We're going to put like a scale for like effort, right? When it comes to just getting good character art, I am putting in like, I would say an 8.5, almost a 9, as far as effort, right? Like I am trying, like I'm doing my gesture drawings, my figure drawings, like I am doing expression studies, you know, I'm trying a lot of different things, you know, when it comes to my backgrounds, I would say I put in about at least half of that effort. Every now and then I'll crank out some studies of backgrounds, or throw down some grids, or draw on location type thing. Like, I'm not doing as much to really sell, if you will, the artistry of my backgrounds. But I want to, and I think I am going forward. Because the more I get better with my character drawings, I'm also getting to a point where, as though I know I don't need to do much more than this, because this is comics. You know? Like, all I have to do now is start doing this faster. You feel me? Like, if I can do this and it looks decent and you like it as a, as a reader, and you can tell what's happening, and I can zoom out, you can still tell basically what's happening. Cool, I'm doing my job, and I'm also telling a story. But when it comes to my backgrounds, they could just be a little bit more well constructed, a little bit more detailed, and still get the same type of liveliness that I'm giving to my character art. On like a setup level, like a blueprint, making like really good blueprints where things are gonna happen, and setting that stuff up like it's a movie set type thing. If I care to do so, definitely if I want to do something more with that area, I feel like that would be dope. I'm starting to feel like that's the direction I want to go into anyway, so I like that idea. So yeah, I think it would be cool. But yeah, I want to definitely give my background art more attention. I use 3D backgrounds. You use 3D backgrounds? How? How do you use 3D? Are you using SketchUp? Or are you using like, what is it called? Blender or something? Nice. I commend you for all the work you put in. I appreciate it. I'm trying. Yeah. I would say, despite all the people that we might look up to or like, we're not them. It's a very blunt way of saying it, but like when you look at someone else's art, you start noticing the type of stuff they're into. You'd be like, wait, like, oh, this person can really see like how cluttered a room is, and just draw all the stuff in a room. Like a picture, it's just a room, but there's like 50 to 100 objects in this picture that's detailing how cluttered someone's room is. And you're just like, would I want to do that? And you're just like, no, like, I would not like want to do that. That don't look fun to me. It looks like a lot of work to me. But at the same time, it depends on like what your eye is like. What do you see when you think about doing this type of work? I use specifically a program called Snaptoon. Oh, word. Never heard of that before. And yeah, I don't have time to do all that clutter. Oh, that was yawning, excuse me. It's beautiful, but I can't. My attention span is small. Understandable. Yeah. I particularly like, my favorite person when it comes to background art is the person who does the backgrounds for, what is it called? Have you ever seen Tekken Concrete? I have like I have an art book from that movie that details some of the background art there. It's the one with all the background art, and it's the non-colored one. And that person does a fantastic job of capturing the mood and the setting of that place. All right. I think this is funny to me. Like, when I was first doing these pages live with everyone, I really just was happy to draw these characters in particular. Can I type the book name in chat? Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm gonna just drop the Amazon link in chat if that's cool. Which is the name and everything of the book there as well. But yeah, book is great. But yeah, I was saying I found this really funny because I was working on this on stream, and these pages turned out better than the other pages because the other pages were like unfinished. I don't really have as much enthusiasm working on them. No problem. And I just wanted to draw these characters so much. These are these characters who have existed in my sketchbook for like years upon years, and I've written all this stuff about them and like never drew them because I was like, I'm gonna wait till they exist in the story. I'm gonna wait till they get there. And for me, I guess it was the chapter before this where they first appear. But for me, just drawing them more is just crazy. It's like, yo, like, I'm finally getting the story going. I'm finally getting some of the other pieces of the puzzle going. And, I mean, just look at just how I was just trying to just express them, you know? Like, yo, like, I was just having so much fun. I can't explain what the other pages look like anymore because I've gone through and changed them. I'm actually enthusiastic about that part too now. And now I'm looking at these, I'm like, oh, these don't look as crazy as the newer stuff. And that's fine, but I don't know. It's just something I really noticed. Yes, it's a great feeling to actually put your thoughts down visually and in a story. Yes. And I have no idea what this guy's hair is going to be right now, but my brain wants me to make his hair long. And I think that's what I want to do. I have this thing, right, where I struggle with thinking of hairstyles sometimes, unless this is a character I already concepted and they're a big deal. If they're like background people, I just make up the hairstyles on the fly. But if they're like characters who are going to interact with like some other characters of mine, they just usually bald. Like they're bald up until the deadline or something. I'm just like, yo, another bald guy. Why I keep doing this? Like, yo, I'm a bald guy, but I'm wearing a hat. Yeah. So you don't even know if I'm really bald. I was like, yo, the guy that they get into like the boat ferry, that guy was bald. And I was like, he was so bald that I put like a sparkle shine glare on his head. And I was like, yeah, he's so bald that I'm actually emphasizing the baldness. And then there was this other guy, and I was like, no, he can't be bald. I gotta change that. I don't remember if I changed that, but I'm gonna have to do some edits like later. Now to this guy. Oh man, another bald person. All right. No, look. I'm not coming for bald people. I'm just saying it's very interesting that I keep coming back to this. All right, so I'm thinking like short hair is so easy to draw because it like doesn't move. But long hair does move, and I have to actually think a little bit more. So it's like, alright, I could do that. That could be cool, but then you have a hat on it, so that's strange, I guess. Hmm. That looks so different. I'm go with that. It looks like he has a little character to him. I don't know. Matter of fact, let's put a little split there too. One of them quick artists. Oh, well, I guess yeah, sure, sure. I'll take that. Alright, I feel like that works. Let's erase things we don't need. Alright, now I have to go through and add that in there. Oh, this is funny. I like it. Yeah, he definitely has a bit more character there. Feature on whole pages in 25 minutes. No way. No, 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 nope, nope. I am a lot slower than that. Yeah, I wish I was that fast, but then I think that'd be even sadder. Then I wouldn't even remember the pages I've done. I'd be just flying. But no, it's all about your process and just how much you're trying to get out of it, honestly. If you create a process where you practice and then you produce things at a certain rate, you're just kind of dealing with your own numbers and your own metrics. So yeah, you can kind of figure out how fast you will be and how fast you want to be and all that good stuff. I would love to be faster, but with the quality that I want to get out of my work, I usually end up being a lot slower than I want to be. But I'm gonna get faster, but it's all about my process. Good part is that I consistently am practicing whenever I can, which helps a lot, I'm sure. But yeah, like I was saying, I did not used to like work digitally very much at all. So it's kind of crazy that I was able to even get this far and get this level out of it that I want. But that's just mind over matter, because I usually just dislike the idea of working digitally. But right now it's pretty good. This is literally the first chapter that I've done completely digital though. Alright, I like these lines. Alright, that also means hat. Head here. Okay, hair. We're gonna stop the hair about here. Cool. And I feel like this spills off. I think I know what it is. I need to raise the eyes up a bit. It's a lot better. Alright, I can't do that. It's a lot better than me. Oh, cool. It's the opposite for me. Are you starting to like digital more? Nope. The best thing about digital is that, like, okay, like, working wise, sure, right? Like, I enjoy working, I guess, on digital, but only because of the benefits, right? The feeling of drawing on paper still persists to this day. I still do it every day when I can, because I don't want to lose those skills. And that's also why I flatten my layers a lot of the times, so I don't get too comfortable. And I only do like all these edit things when, like, it's something small, like a really small edit to a face or a hair or something like that. Everything else, I'm like, all right, let me get a reference, let me draw that hand, let me do this, let me do that. I'm just drawing everything myself. But no, I enjoy what it gives me, but for the most part, I did, like, what is this? This is chapter 15, so I've done 14 chapters, which are at least 20 pages long, for years now, just traditionally, and I got really good at it. The only thing was I just wanted to try and just get myself out of the habit of just being one way, I guess. So it was a good way to just get myself to try and do something different. So yeah. There's a screen protector for iPad that kind of feels like paper as well. Yep. And I don't use that one. I use I use something called Paper Feel. Not a not sponsored, you know. Paperlike is cool, but Paperlike is very popular, and I've had Paperlike, and I swear it feels like when I use Paperlike, you know, I don't know if this is, you know, for everybody, but when I use Paperlike doesn't last very long. Meaning the feeling of Paperlike goes away kind of quickly for me. And then I feel like my screen protector is all oily or really smooth again or something. I'm just like, what happened to the Paperlike? What happened to the paper, like, feeling? What happened? And those things are expensive, you know? You gotta, what is it, like $40 for like 2 of them, which means you're paying $20 each. And the cool thing about Paper Feel is that it's literally half the price of that. So I could literally get double the amount for the same price. Which is why I chose to go with that. And it works well. Obviously, yeah, it works well. And since it lasts long, I get to have it longer. Get to use it longer. So, yeah. Yeah, they come in packs of like multiple from what I remember. Like you buy them, but they're like in packs of multiple already. see about this next page. Alright, we know what type of hair you have now. So we can do better. Finally. You don't have short hair. You're not bald. You have long locks. I think that's the wrong term also, but you have long flowing hair. Though it may be medium length hair, it's still cool, so yeah. You know, looking at this hair reminds me of Gara. My bad, not Gara. Why did I say that? Neji. You know, when I was a kid, I never thought that Neji's hair was Neji's hair. Alright? I thought... Can you guess what I thought? You guess what I thought was on Neji's head? See, Man, if I only knew. A wig? Nah, close. I thought that man was rocking a do-rag. I really thought that. I was like, yo, this dude is different. I don't know if Naruto's gonna win this one. This guy's rocking a do-rag. I don't know. I don't think Naruto's gonna make it. This guy's built different. What's he gonna do when he takes his do-rag off and his hair looks immaculate? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna get rough. Yeah, I actually thought that. No, it's like, yo, this dude Neji, like, this dude's rocking a do-rag, man. Like, it was the shape, you know? He always had, like, the long side joints, and then he had the joints in the back, or whatever, and I was like, that's just the way his hair was, and I was like, yo, he could be wearing a do-rag, I don't know. I was close, though. It was just, he just had his headband around his head. It just was his hair. I was like, yo, wait, this guy's hair is really that long? It didn't dawn on me just how, like, you know how you find something out but you like in disbelief so you don't truly believe it? Like when he was knocked out after the Sasuke retrieval joint and his hair was out and he was in a hospital and they was trying to operate him, I was like, wait, his hair is really that long. Like, that was me. I was like, wait, what? Like, his hair was really that long? That's crazy. I don't know. Is he gonna die? It had my man's, get his name, Shikamaru in there crying in the waiting room. I'm surprised he didn't roll up on Sasuke in the future and just shoot him. Like, look, man, I don't know what Naruto on, but he ain't gonna be saving you today. Huh? Not after all the stuff we could have lost that day. I ain't never forget that day. Got me messed up. And Shikamaru proceeds to start smoking for like one day. Because of what happened with Asuma. Like, I'm an adult now. That was it. Just one smoke. One smoke for you, teacher. I'm like, bruh, Ozma did not teach you to smoke. That was not what he was trying to teach you, bro. Like, I get it, but no. Let's have a meet to eat. It was fun hanging out. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you stop by again. And enjoy your food. Now, with this cap, if I remember correctly, you have... Right, you have a little strap joint. I don't remember how far back that used to go. Bye-bye. And... something like that. Yeah. That's a placeholder now. But for the most part, yeah, we got a cap, we got the hair. Feel bad for that guy. Alright. Well, this guy. Because, yeah. Yeah, I already know what's gonna happen. I want to extend his chin just a little bit. It's pretty cool. Alright. Good stream. So everyone, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the stream. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I love where I've gotten and whatnot with my artwork. I think it's improved a lot. Really like these pages, like my character art, my expressions have improved. Yeah, I'm really enjoying my work. And my eye for things that are off has gotten better as well, because I'm enjoying just, I don't know, paying attention to certain things as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are liking what you're seeing on screen and everything like that. Hope this stuff isn't too pixelated for you guys. It's one of my favorite sequences that I've done in recent, and in this chapter itself. I think it's cool. I don't know if you guys can see too much detail, but I'll zoom in for you guys. But yeah, I think it's cool. But for the most part, this will be it for today's stream. But before I go, I'd like to tell you guys about some other things. So, in the future, which is not too far future, I'm going to be starting to publish chapter 9 on webtoon. So that's going to be cool if you guys are interested in checking out what my story is about. It's an action adventure comic. You're following this kid, this teenager, who's really into doing martial arts or whatever, and that's kind of all he cares about right now. Life doesn't care that he cares that much about that thing, and lots of things happen to impede him from just focusing on that, as life happens to a lot of people. And he just has to deal with those things and figure out how to go from there. It's a good way of not giving away much of anything, but basically, check out the story if you're interested in anything like that. As you guys can probably, well, I hope you guys are interested, but I've done a lot of good progress. So I start off one way and I get here, right? This is the future. This stuff isn't completely done yet, so you're seeing essentially what I'm working on now. So all of my artwork before this, a little less than this, but at the same time, I put a lot of effort into it all the time. So yeah, hope you guys are interested in checking the story out. It's called The Divinity. You can read it on webtoons for free. You can read over 200 pages worth of it for free. Going forward, I'm going to be putting up whole entire chapters onto my Patreon. So I'm going to be posting something like maybe 2 to 5 pages on webtoon every week or so. It's going to be a slow rollout type thing, but if you guys want to see the whole entire chapter, support me on Patreon. The lowest tier I have right now is $3. If you can't support that, I understand, it's cool, but lowest tier I have right now is $3. I feel like that's pretty decent. And I'll be putting comic book stuff in there as far as like getting the chapters early. So early chapters for you guys. Extra content will be starting to be, more behind the scenes stuff, screenshots of work in progress and stuff like that. I'll eventually go back to making videos and throwing those up on there as unlisted videos that you guys can watch from YouTube. So a lot of stuff is coming over to my Patreon. I'll also be showing or throwing up some warm-up studies or whatever that I usually do before I start working on comic pages or illustrations. And I'm also going to start doing more write-ups as far as like giving you guys like a chronicle of information of my thinking process when it comes to not only working on comic pages but also illustrations that I work on. So if you guys are interested in that, or you want to support me at all, check out my Patreon. Again, lowest tier is $3. I'm thinking of adding a $1 tier eventually as well. That way any and everybody can get in on that. If you guys like that idea, I don't know, like this video or comment that you like the idea, I don't know, in the comment section, and I'll probably get on that as well. But for the most part, thanks so much everyone. Again, you can read The Divinity on webtoons for free, over 200 pages worth. Following this character, his name's Halo. And what else would I like to say? Oh, next stream will be on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's when I usually make, my rounds or whatever and all that good stuff. All the content, or most of the content that I'm posting at this point on my Patreon is because I'm not streaming as much. So I have more time to just not worry about, I guess, streaming and just focus on getting the work done and putting a lot of effort into that. But yeah, guys, thanks so much. Be sure to subscribe to the video, like the video, and all that good stuff, and share it if you found it entertaining or interesting or cool in any way. Love you all, and peace, everyone.